nature. Not even the electricity reached over there. And afterwards, we'll complete the tour all around the island to arrive and to bring you and drop you off on your pier, the Puerta Maya, okay? Where your cruise ship, the Carnival Breeze, will be waiting for you. Don't worry if when we arrive to the pier, if you don't see your ship anymore over there. Don't worry. Have you heard about mi casa, su casa? There we go. Don't worry, it's a joke. And well, as I was telling you on the pier, my job today, your cruise ship placed me on this bus to be with you the whole excursion. So with confidence, anything you need, let me know, okay? And well, today you came to the third biggest island that we have on the Mexican Republic, named Cozumel, on the north. Have you ever heard about the other peninsula that we have on Mexico called Baja? On Baja we found the two largest islands of Mexico. One, it's called Shark Island, the biggest one. The second one is called Misericordia Island, and the third one is Cozumel, being the third biggest one, but also the most populated island of Mexico. Today, on this little town that you see, they have 95,000 populators, the island of Cozumel. 95% of the people of here also works day by day on this industry, the tourism. And the official language that we speak over here in Mexico, of course, is the Spanish. But let me tell you that today you came to the Mayan world. So there's a non-official language that is still spoken in Cozumel Island, and even us, the new generation, will still speak it. A little bit mixed with the Spanish, but it's the Mayan, yes. And well, starting by the name of my place, of Cozumel. This name was born 300 years before Christ, when the first culture came to populate Cozumel Island, named the Mayas. The Mayas came and well, they saw Cozumel Island and they named it Cozamil instead of Cozumel. Cozamil is Mayan language. Cozom, my friends, means the land of. Lumil means the swallow birds, land of the swallows. Yes. And they used to travel using canoes from, have you ever heard about the Yucatan Peninsula? Our mainland. They used to travel using wooden canoes made of one piece of wood. And they used to arrive to a north side lagoon that we have over here in front of an island, because it's named Passion Island. And from over there they will do an 8-mile peregrination towards the Mayan ruins that you're about to see. Yes. Actually, has anybody been on another archaeological site of the Mayan culture? Maybe Tulum, Chichen Itza. Well, actually, Chichen Itza was like a capital for Cozumel Island, and from the Yucatan Peninsula they used to travel a lot to here. But even though that Yucatan name, take a, how do you listen to it? Yucatan, it even sounds more Mayan than Cozumel, right? But let me tell you something, my friends, about the name of our mainland. Yucatan was born when the first Spaniard galleon came to visit and conquer the Mexican Republic and the Mayan world. They will approach to the coast on the galleons, but before they will get there, the Mayan people will surround the galleons with the wooden canoes. And over there they will hear the first question, the first contact with the Spaniards, that will be, excuse me, which is the name of this land? A simple question. But let me tell you that the Mayan people, my friends, they only knew how to speak Maya, of course. So they will answer on Maya, they will shout, Mati Nati Katang. They used to say, Mati Nati Katang, Mayan language. And in between each other they used to repeat, Uyutan, Uyutan. So the Spaniards started to listen to this, Uyutan, Uyutan, Mati Nati Katang. So they said Yucatan. And they named our mainland. And still today is like this. Family, what the Spaniard people didn't knew was that Mati Nati Katang meant, I don't understand anything you're saying. And Uyutan means listen how these people talk. So kind of a misunderstanding was when the name of the Yucatan Peninsula was born. And still today is like this, you know. Have you been to Jamaica? Well, they say in Jamaica, no problem, you know. In Mexico, my friends, no solutions, you know. These kind of things happens in my country, yes. This kind of names, appearance of misunderstandings, yes. And the only reason why they used to come here, to Cozumel, and when I say they, I'm generalizing. When I say they, I mean every single person, every single one that used to live on the Mayan world, a world that took place in 5 countries. Today, you notice the Sounds Club, yes. By now, my friends, this is part of the tour, you know. Yes, it's new. Actually, we have people from Canada here, right? Canada? United States? Very good. You know, we have the 3 combination over here. A couple of years ago, on the north of America, Canada, Mexico, and United States, the governments decided to establish an agreement called NAFTA. Have you heard about the NAFTA treatment? This is when we started having all the American franchises on Mexico too. You know, as Sam's Club, we have McDonald's, we have Burger King, we have Domino's Pizza, Pizza Hut, we have Starbucks Cafe, my friends. We have even Blockbuster, they're not in the States anymore. Yeah. I think it's a very good agreement in order to support each other's economy. I think it's a very great job, you know. But although that any American franchise can travel around these 3 countries, there's one, my friends, that I'm sorry that if you look on my whole country, you will never find a Taco Bell. Why? They came here, they saw the market, and they say, okay, there's just too much competition, let's go back. Okay. So, well, maybe after the Mayan Ruins tour, you will have a chance to try a real Mexican taco. Yes, there's some very good tacos over there. And, well, where I was before the Sam's Club. Yes, well,
the Mayan ruins.
Very good, thank you, sir. Well, everybody used to come from the Mayan world, you know. This war took place in 5 countries. We know them as the south of Mexico, complete Belize, all Guatemala, the north of El Salvador, and the north of Honduras. My friends, every single person in these 5 countries used to come once in a lifetime to Cozumel. They used to travel crossing the Yucatan Channel with the wooden canoes to arrive here to this lagoon and to walk for 8 miles to the Mayan ruins we're about to visit in order just to venerate one goddess. Not a god this time, my friends. Instead of that, a goddess, a she god. And her name, the most important thing to remember about the Mayan ruins is this name, my friends. Can you repeat with me, please? Ixchel. Ixchel was the goddess that the Mayan culture used to come to visit here, because she was the goddess of the moon. But mostly, and the attribute of Goddess Ixchel and the reason why every single person will come here to visit her was because Goddess Ixchel was the goddess of fertility, my friends. And of course, that today we're not talking about fertility of agriculture, of growing vegetables. Yes? We're talking about fertility of childbirth, my friends. Every single person on the Mayan world used to come here to procreate, to find the first wife, the first marriage, and to have the first pregnancy. Welcome to the island of love.
Okay.
Do we have any honeymooners today?
Yeah, that'd be a good place for us.
No? Anniversary? Very good, my friends. Just please keep with the group on the Mayan ruins, okay? You know, the ruins had some powers. And, well, something I need to tell you before we arrive to the ruins Maybe you've been on other archaeological sites of the Mayan people, yes? But has anybody been on Chichen Itza, for example?
Yeah.
Very good idea, very good. Now in Chichen Itza you can see enormous temples, enormous ruins, yes? And sometimes the people that comes to this excursion, they expect that in San Gervasio they will see enormous pyramids or enormous ruins. They didn't used to construct this kind of temples over here because the only purpose was the fertility of Cozumel Island. But after my explanation, you will notice why this was one of the most important cities for the whole Mayan civilization, as everybody used to visit it at least once. And well, on the place we will walk together. I will take you for all the temples and I will explain you each of them too. Okay? Before we arrive there to the Mayan ruins, there's another person on our excursion. Someone that I need to introduce to the group too. Yes. And I think he's one of the most important persons that we have on board today. Can we give a big applause to receive Irving, our bus driver? Don't stand up, Irving, please. Never know. My friends, let me tell you that when I saw Irving on the parking lot, I felt blessed. I felt very happy to see him, not only because he's a good friend of mine, but also because last year, out of 30 bus drivers that this company has, this gentleman on my right side, he was named the second best driver of Cozumel Island. All right. Actually, he was really well trained by an American company, United States of America. Irving, have you ever been to New York, my friends? Oh, Yellow Cab Company, my friend over here. But he's a very good driver, and if I'm not around, if you need anything at all, you can ask him and he will help you too, okay? And well, before we arrive to the ruins, this will be in around 5 minutes. I need to tell you some things in order to make this excursion function alright. First of all, there's some details that you need to know of this new country that you came today, Mexico. The official language that we speak over here, as I told you, is the Spanish, so as our currency are the pesos. Yes. But this is a touristic place, my friends, so anywhere in the island, if you need to buy something and you need to pay on dollars, you will receive change on your currency, the dollars, American dollars, yes? But there's some things when you use the plastic, you know, plastic fantastic. If you need to use your credit cards in a point, remember that all the machines around the world, they make an instant conversion to the local currency, yes, in everywhere. That's why, for example, our currency today is, for $1, you get 14 Mexican pesos. That's why, for example, on a store, if you pay $10 on a credit card, you will receive a receipt that says 140 pesos, yes? Don't get scared, there's no dollars, there are pesos. Yes? And, well, little by little, I know this is not a shopping tour, it's mostly a cultural tour, but it's totally understandable that sometimes the people would like to have a souvenir, yes, of the excursion or to remember it. And around the places that we will go, I can also tell you what are the recommended things to buy on the Mayan ruins comparing to the rest of the island. Yes, there are some things that you will find it cheaper on the main street of Cozumel, and there are some things that you will find it cheaper over here. Okay? And one thing that we need to know about the excursion is that this bus is constructed only for you today. Okay, this is your bus today. So if you need to bring something to drink, something to eat for doing the sightseeing, it's totally allowed to do it, my friends. You can bring, I don't know, Coca-Cola. You know, they sell Mexican Coca-Cola. Tried it before? Yeah, say it's better, I don't know why. And well, cold beer or margaritas are allowed too. They say it's 5 o'clock somewhere, you know, although it's early in the morning. And and well, just remember that on the way back to the bus, we have to remember which is our bus. Just remember that today we are riding the number 4. Number 4 will be our bus the whole excursion with Irving, our bus driver. As this is your bus, my friends, nobody will go inside but Irving. Yes? So if you don't want to leave something of your personal belongings inside the bus, that you don't, maybe a heavy backpack, something that you don't want to carry on the places we're visiting, it's totally allowed to leave it inside the bus. So as after the excursion, please try to take your same seats. We're a full bus today, and this is a quiet and peaceful island, my friends. We don't want another revolution over here. So please take your same seats. And well, inside the park that we're visiting, it's allowed only to enter with plastic bottles, maybe water, it's allowed. Coca-Cola and Gatorade, these kind of drinks are allowed, but any glass bottle is not allowed. Beer or food is not allowed into the park, yes? And I just want to make one petition for everybody before we arrive. The archaeological site that we're visiting, the ground, it won't be even completely, yes? It's a little bit bumpy, so please, always try to watch your step. Okay, watch your step the whole excursion. A common mistake, my friends, is to walk with the camera, like this. In a point, we may hit a rock or something and we may fall. So that's why, actually, talking about the cameras that you brought today, any camera that is on this bus, it's allowed to enter to the park. Yes? You can take the pictures. But if somebody brought a video camera, a Handycam, or a GoPro, the park regulations of INA, the Department of the Archaeological Sites of Mexico, they have a regulation of $4 if you want to use a video camera to film. Yes? So if anybody brought a Handycam, the ones that has a little screen, if you want to use it, they charge $4. If you brought a digital camera, that's the one that my friend has, yes? And if you want to take videos, it's no problem, you can do it, just for the video cameras, okay? And well, inside the park, my friends, will be around 1 hour. Yes, 1 hour we'll walk from each temple, so I will explain it to you. And as I was telling you, this is not a shopping tour, but we give free time afterwards. After the 1 hour, we give 20 Mexican minutes. If you want to visit maybe the bar, if you want to refresh yourself, if you want to use the bathroom, or if you would like to shop a little bit on the Mayan ruins, that in my opinion, my friends, over there you will be only supporting local hands, yes? If you spend money over there, you won't go to Europe or United States, it will stay in the local hands of Cozumel. And I have also to give you a little ticket, yes? This little ticket is the federal permit to enter to the federal zone, the archaeological site. My friends, listen closely. I have one ticket for each of you, yes? This means that please, you have to keep the ticket all the time on your hands, because at the entrance they will ask for this ticket, and if you don't have it, you will have to pay for another one. Okay, so please, keep the ticket on your hand the whole excursion. If you need any question, any curiosity, before we arrive, while I give you your tickets, this is a good moment to ask, okay? I will be with you in a second.